All right. So here's a word problem. The equation of two colonies of bacteria are shown below. Colony A, P, which means population, equals to 100 times 2 to the power of T. Colony B is P equals 100 times 3 to the power of T. Now, we're going to use the graphing technology to graph both equations. But before that, what can you tell me about these two equations? They're both growth, yes. What else?
Exponential. Exponential.
It's an exponential because your exponent is a variable.
T,
Okay.
yeah.
What else?
We have same A.
Same initial value.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
B.
The B, the base. The first one is doing what?
Two.
It's double.
Double, yeah.
Remember the doubling questions
Yeah.
where the base was 2?
Two, yeah.
Okay. How about this? What does this do?
Is double is 2 plus 1.
What do we call that? Triple. Okay? So colony B is tripling. So let's say you're starting with 100, then right away you're gonna move to 300.
300.
Then you're gonna level to 300.
600.
Exactly. So you see that not only, yes, they're starting with the same initial value, right? They're both growing exponentially, but they're gonna be growing differently. Something's the doubling, the other is tripling. Good. So which graph do you expect it to be steeper? So which graph do you expect it to be that looks like this?
B.
Just don't.
B.
That's right. So B is gonna look.
Yeah.
So which one? So this would be B, and this would be A, right? So you're gonna expect the colony B to be moving much, much faster because the rate is much bigger, right? Okay, so let's graph this using decimals. You guys have used decimals before?
Yeah.
You have used decimals? Anyone else have used
I
decimals?
have it in my set.
You have it on your cell phone. So Decimals is a great app that you guys can download on your phone. You can also use it on a computer. Okay, it spells DESMOS. Okay, it's a good graphing technology piece. Okay, so if you want to check your work, if you want to check your graphs, if you're not sure how the graph's gonna look like, you can use that app to check your graph. Okay, so let's see how that looks like on the computer. So I'm gonna open Decimals right now.
Yes.
You can do the same thing. You can do that along with me if you want on the computer right now. So if you look at Decimals, it will look like Decimals calculator. This is the one that you want to use. So, for colony A, it's y equals 100 bracket 2. We have to use the letter x. So, if you want to put the power, there's different ways that you can put power. You see that a to the power of b at the bottom? You can press that. And then to the power of x. And this is how something not right about. Actually, yes, it is right. Never mind. And then my second one is going to be y equals 100, 3 to the power of x. I'm gonna skip this part right here, so I'm gonna skip the negative. Remember, the blue one is the tripling one.
Just copy this one.
Okay, I just want to show you guys that how kind of, let me try to fix some things here. I want my major step to be,
So where's the notes again? Question.
Which window I put in
100 key equals 100.
can you guys see this? Can you guys see this or no? Okay, so you see that they both have an initial value at 100, right? If you guys look right here, they both have an initial value of 100. And then we see that the blue one is growing at a much faster rate than the red one, right? And remember that the blue one is the tripling one. Now, how did I make my graph? How did I play with my graph? So this is just a demo for you guys so you can use Desmos. You see that wrench right here,
Yeah.
right? So if you press on the wrench and then you can change your Y values a little bit, right? So you change the Y value. I changed it to 100 and then to 500. I changed my step pattern, I mean. So you can play with the numbers so the graph look nice, okay?
What number we have? This is 82? But I can see that. This one number, yeah.
Which one? That's 52,
Yeah.
but I changed it to 100 myself,
Okay.
right? And I changed this to 500, right? And now your graph look a little decent.
And where's you put 50? Where? 50, number 50.
I put number 50 in the steps right here, but you don't have to.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how much it changes things. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't change things a lot.
But we can zooming from here.
Yes, but when you zoom it in, it will still show it jumping up by 1 instead of by like 50s, right? So it doesn't look nice. It would look too narrow.
No. This one's good.
Yeah, but I want to be able to see the
Intersection point.
You see what I mean? Which graph is clearer, mine or yours?
Oh yeah. So where we go there? Triple zoom this one.
Press it.
So we go here, right?
No, not the email address, just the username.
What we
I'll send you your last name, T. No, just T. Sorry. What was your logo? Okay, so you're gonna just use this. You're not gonna use the add students, whatever. You're just gonna use this.
so the steps you mean here?
I changed this.
This one?
I changed here from 100 to 500.
100?
Yeah, 100 to 500. Okay, so let's go back to, this is just to try Desmos. I don't want you guys to play with it right now. You can do that at home.
This one. Anthony, go to the desktop. The bottom.
Okay, how would the graph for colony A, it changes if there were 200 bacteria initially? You know what, let's write some things for right here. Give me a second.
Right in here. P equal. is open. Yeah, 0, 0. It's 11.
Okay.
Okay, and here 2.
Okay.
Okay,
And here the here.
how would the graph of colony A changes if there were 200 bacteria initially?
It's growing now. It's growing. Oh, it's changing.
So what if your equation, instead of P equals 100 2 to the power of T, you have P equals 200 2 to the power of T?
200.
What if? That's what the question is asking. What happens? Where would my initial value be?
Oh, 100.
200, right? My initial value would be at 200 instead of 100, right? So I'm gonna start higher, okay? And it's gonna grow a little bit faster than the original one. I'll show you the graph.
Oh, vertical intercept.
Vertical intercept means the y.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go to decimals and we're gonna graph this on decimals to see what is the difference. So let's, you guys done copying this?
Just need time.
So if you look right here, this is the one with the 202 to the power of x. You guys see it? So you see that it's starting at a different y-intercept, and it will grow slightly faster, and then it will get caught up. Okay?